Did you? Okay. All right. Try talking again.
Toast. Chicken toast.
At Cracker
That
Barrel,
actually
they have
sounds good.
Does sound good.
at Cracker Barrel, they have fried chicken.
You know
Yeah.
you know what I want right now? Chip beef.
What?
Chip beef?
Like a
I don't know what it is, but you get it in like a frozen thingy at the store.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just chip beef and you put it on top of bread. My mom used to make it all the time. She said it was cheap. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Smoking Table, episode 26.
Yep.
My name is Dre.
I'm Jay.
I'm Derek the Jedi.
And episode 26, that's awesome. We're at the halfway mark now.
26.
Yeah. We've been doing this for half a year.
Oh yeah, because like 6 and 6 like make 12, so like 20 is like 52, right?
That's how I do math too. I have to break it down.
That sounds like that Common Core math.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. We were taught Common Core. Everyone's like, I don't understand Common Core math. And I'm like, that's the math I know.
I don't understand it at all.
It makes so much sense. Like, you get there, you take the second number, you just add it, and then you add in the first numbers, and you're perfect. Every time. Every
Like
time.
multiplication.
Yeah.
Right.
19 plus 19 equals... I'm not good at math at all. Equals 38. Alright, so first on the weed news because I just got mathed.
And since weed news hasn't really changed, it's been kind of stagnant lately. I mean, we all know about medical being on the ballot. Make sure that you take this time to go get registered to vote because that is important. We want to see it implemented, not just on the ballot. This is the second time that we've seen it on the ballot. Let's get it implemented. But seeing as that's the only real thing going on in the news, I decided that I was going to basically talk a little bit on an opinion piece about the ties between marijuana usage and the state of the economy. Because, I mean, most of the reports that are coming out for marijuana is about the rate of usage that's going on right now, and they're saying that, you know, with legalization the rate of usage is skyrocketing and blah blah blah.
Yeah, because you can get it legally now.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about doing it in the bathroom with the window open.
But I mean,
right?
The underlying factor that a lot of people aren't taking into consideration is the reason why the usage has gone up, you know, like it did in the 70s, like it did in the 30s and 20s, is because it's tied to economics. I mean, marijuana has been used for years upon years, recreationally and for medicinal purposes. The number one illness that it's been used to treat is depression. So, ding, 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 when the economy's shitty, a lot more people smoke weed.
Oh, yeah, because they're depressed.
I mean, it's a temporary fix to a solution to an issue that you have, no answer to. I mean, if the economy's fucked or your economic situation is fucked, I mean, as a whole, we all kind of grin and bear it.
Yeah.
I just figured it out why people smoked in the 70s, because war, right?
Yeah, and I mean, the economy was shitty then too. I mean, that's when a lot of people's livelihoods, their alpha males of their families were out fighting wars and coming back dismembered and no longer able to support their family and shit.
Yeah, and the army didn't do much at that time. So many people, no jobs, no nothing.
70s.
So, I'm not going to dwell on about this because I could. But, I mean, that's the linkage that nobody ever seems to talk about. And for I mean, you can look back at history and think about, what would have happened if, like, they legalized marijuana in the 70s or, any one of those points and periods where people are going to do it anyway. I mean, because it's needed for this specific purpose.
Yeah.
Why not use it to also dig the country out of what's causing people to be so fucking depressed?
Exactly. It'd be an economic boost for everybody. It'd be good. And then, actually, it's crazy because by that means that, like, if we were to legalize marijuana, there'd be more marijuana usage. We'd get out of economic debt, and then everybody would then be happy. So then marijuana usage would probably just, like, dwindle down to just, like, a regular average thing.
It would, because with anything like that, you're still gonna have a nostalgia effect. It's going to be, whenever you legalize something, you're gonna have people who are doing it just because it's legal, and then it starts to taper off. Once it does that, then your issue's solved.
Yeah.
Because nobody who isn't smoking weed now. Okay, let me not say nobody. Most people who are not smoking weed now are going to all of a sudden become fucking stoners because it's legal.
Oh yeah, I've had a lot of people who are like straightforward and everything told me that they would smoke weed if it became legal. My mother's told me that.
My friend, who's like a really like goody teacher, and shit, he said if it's legal, he'll get high as fuck. Right?
Yeah. See.
I don't know. I asked you because you weren't there. I'm sorry. Weed.
You're high as fuck.
What did I just say?
But yeah, so that would be cool. They just need to do it. I don't understand. I understand that, politics and all that stuff take time and it's slow and it's a process, and there's a lot of people who are against it solely for the fact that they're supposed to be against it, supposedly, Even if they're not really against it or they just don't care, they're just against it because that's what their group is against. So, that kind of sucks, but...
Speaking of which, Rand Paul got into the presidential race this week.
Yeah, he did.
Who was basically the only real proponent on the Republican side for marijuana legalization. So, shout out to Ron Paul.
That one looking
dude. Rand Paul, excuse me.
Rand Paul was the normal looking one. Honestly, it's crazy because if you look at the Democrats, you only got Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton running. But the Republican list is like 7 people still trying to run for president. They're still trying. Yeah, because I think they realized that they did a dumb move by putting Donald Trump up there somehow. So now the whole Republican Party's like, hey, why are we doing this? Let's get him down. Everyone stay in the fight.
I think that's what it is that, nobody... If Donald Trump's still in the race, everybody up there thinks that they have a chance. How the fuck can you be a career politician and not have a chance at the presidency over Donald fucking Trump?
Exactly. I think the polls are just rating popularity right now. When it comes down to actual voting, Donald Trump is not going to win.
Well, they just had the first voting in the Iowa caucus, and Ted Cruz actually won.
Yeah,
Donald
Ted
Trump
Cruz
came
won
in second.
Is he a Republican or a Democrat?
He's a Republican.
What?
Yeah, he's
What's
a
Hillary
Republican.
Clinton?
A Democrat.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
not good at this. Who's red and who's blue, right?
Red is Republican, blue is the Democrats.
Like the donkey and the elephant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to come down.
No, the donkey and the elephant.
Elephant is Republican.
Yeah.
Donkey's Democrat.
There's so much fucking Pictionary involved.
I love Bernie Sanders, but
you
I
now
don't
know your colors and your shapes. And your representative animals.
Pick your party and vote.
You are well on your way.
I like elephants more.
Then vote for the elephants.
Which one are those?
Dude, solely vote everything off of just elephants. Based on the fact that you like elephants, every time you see an elephant, vote for that one.
Like,
Republican.
I was even going to tell. Vote elephant. What party are you? Elephants.
Elephant. My party. The
I'm a part
elephant.
of the elephant party.
I have a party for one.
The giant
elephant.
green eye. Is
Don't
mine.
listen to what the elephants say about marijuana, though.
Yeah, the elephants don't know
man.
anything about marijuana.
Why wouldn't elephants like marijuana?
Because
marijuana rapes your kids.
Yeah, it does.
I thought you would like it burn their snout or something, like their trunk.
I think we should probably say that part.
It burns their trunk. If an elephant smoked weed, it'll burn their trunk because they can't cough.
Alright, hold on. Because I'm about to start a new. So, no, go ahead. You just cut that later. Just keep a note of where it is.
Alright, so.
Because marijuana makes you a bad person.
There you go.
Marijuana made Carly Fiorina's stepdaughter do other drugs.
A recent study out of LSU said that alcohol is a gateway drug more than marijuana is a gateway drug. Do not quote me on that because LSU is just a university I use for everything.
So it's a university, but it's not an LSU.
LSU is in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
meant like LA.
No.
Nah, that's
L-
UCLA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just say LSU.
Everybody knows the truth. I mean, the politicians are like blindly ignoring it now. It's like the emperor without clothes at this point. It's like, I know the truth, but I'm just going to pretend like it's not there.
Like
The whole
who's gonna-
global warming thing, yeah, that's another one.
Is it real?
Global warming?
Yeah.
I mean, the sun is on the globe.
I thought we were like baking.
No, we're not baking. Not yet.
Not
Those
yet?
and layers
When?
still there.
Yeah, we're broiling.
What time?
According to Crazy Guy,
Bill Nye?
not Crazy Guy Bill Nye, Crazy Guy politician.
Neil deGrasse.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, isn't it?
He's not a
Fuck,
politician.
he's not.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
Fuck.
Not John
Amy
Kerry.
Schumer. Right.
He was the vice president.
I'm done.
Oh, Al Gore?
Al Gore.
Oh,
Al Gore. I like Al Gore.
he's so funny in South Park. I know it's not really him, but he's funny. His character's funny.
Man Bear Pig.
Man, Bear, Pig. All right, before
Are you cereal?
do you have more weed news?
No, that's pretty much it. I'll leave it at that. I mean, the economy is I mean, marijuana use is the way it is because the economy is the way it is.
That is very true. Marijuana is really impactful on the economy.
There's your weed news.
Is it racist?
And I mean, it can be impacted in a positive way, but politicians still have their whatever's going on.
It raises so much
I'm
money.
trying to be,
Douchebagness.
yeah, I'm trying to be nice about it, but
So, moving on to our next segment, we're going to bring back music, one that we haven't done in a while, and we're going to talk about music in the music segment.
Like 83?
1983?
Yeah.
Alright, so the big thing in music now is that, like, yesterday, I think it was just yesterday,
I think so.
that the RIAA made it to where streaming music now equals towards gold and platinum albums.
Like YouTube?
No, not YouTube.
Oh.
I don't think YouTube's involved. I think it's only paid services like Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, Google Music, the paid membership to Vivo.
Yeah.
I think it's only those. So, like, they've done it because they realize that CD sales, song sales, even, like, iTunes sales have gone down because everyone's streaming their music nowadays.
Yeah, because I mean, I haven't bought a song in just about as long as I bought a CD. Like, I have everything through Google Play, where if I want to listen to a song, I search for a song, and if I want to listen to a playlist, I click on a playlist. I mean, that's pretty much the extent of my music. What more do you need at that point?
Exactly.
Like CDs and shit. Like vinyl records.
I'm
I went to the Books a Million, and like they had vinyl records, but I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? It looks cool, but like fucking
Yeah, vinyls only work for hipsters right now, honestly.
right? Who actually buy that thing at Books a Million with the fucking tape recorder? It's the
They're
record
cool.
player.
If you own one, I buy records, but you gotta own one, and only because like that's kind of cool that I own one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no one's going out to go buy a classic vintage vinyl fucking record player to be able to play records that they're getting. And like when it comes to CDs, like when MP3s came out, I stopped buying CDs. The last CD I bought was Nelly, Sweat and Suit.
The double album.
The double album. That was the last CD I bought. And then I got an MP3 player.
The last CD I ever had was Eminem, Curtain Up. Or yeah, that one.
Curtain up?
Curtain up or down?
Curtain down.
Sideways.
Curtain call.
Curtain call.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a while ago.
I know. My aunt gave it to me.
Oh.
She was
Hey.
like,
I can't remember the last CD I bought because even before the MP3 scene, there was still like burn CDs.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all that used to be in my CD case was burnt CDs. Burnt CDs and Nelly.
Burn CDs and Nelly. The double album.
The double album. I lost Suit, but it was alright because Sweat was cool.
I was about to say, come for the sweat, stay for the suit.
Oh man. But everything else is burnt CDs. But okay, so now this means that every time, because a group of scientists did a bunch of math and realized that 1,500 on-demand audio and or video song streams equal 10 track sales, which is what an average album is nowadays, is about 10 tracks, which also sucks.
Yeah.
Because, it used to be albums with like 16, 18 tracks. Nowadays you get a 9-track album. It's called an album. That's not a fucking album.
That. You used to get 16 tracks and like 2-3 bonus tracks.
Exactly.
hidden track.
Hidden.
No, not really. No.
That'd be cool. You know how
There's
like
been hidden tracks.
yeah,
on
there
this shit.
has
Like on
been.
In
You put
Utero.
them on, yeah, and then they have the extra songs.
Like if you play like In Utero, All Apologies till the end, you get gallons of rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, that was because back in the day, it was like those filler songs because cassettes, like side A would be longer than side B.
Mm-hmm. So you just have 2 songs in one song. Music. I used to remember recording my music on the tape cassette.
There was always that one person in the family that could like stop it right before the commercials came on.
Yeah,
and
they were
started,
like perfect at it.
Yeah,
were
they had
always
the
on
light in their
point.
fingers.
Oh man. When I was 13 years old, me and my brother, he was 10. We were in Toys R Us and we bought one of those DJ mix board things that transmitted like 6,500 AM radio station. It would do like 100 feet, and we would record the music that we wanted to off the boombox onto the tape cassette, plug the tape cassette into it, and tell my dad and all his friends while they were playing dominoes and whatnot to turn on our radio station, and we'd be DJing and then we'd be playing music from the closet in our bedroom. Oh man, that was DJ Dre. Another one. All right, but yeah, I keep getting off track. So there goes one album sales. So then it would literally take for you to get to platinum one time just off of sole streaming music, 1.5 billion plays.
But that matters.
Yeah, because that's a lot of plays.
Because I mean, 1.5 billion plays. Yeah, you can brag about that,
Yeah.
regardless of what medium it's on.
Exactly, because before this, my math, I was thinking a completely different number, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy, because, like people who use the playlist, and they just play the songs, they don't know what song they're listening to, it's just playing, and that counts as a stream.
Yeah.
But with that large of a number of people needing to have stream your music, only about like 10% of that might be accidental.
Yeah.
Because out of that 1.5 billion, only a little
if
bit
you
of
get
that's
like
accidental.
Because I mean, yeah, if you look at that, even 100,000, if 100,000 plays out of 1.5 billion is accidental, that's still a very minuscule number.
Yeah, that's still fucking awesome. I'll take I would take 1 billion plays because if you look at YouTube, when people watch something 1 billion times, that used to be cool. Now it's not cool anymore. It's going past that. But so I would take 1 billion. After 1 billion plays, I'd be like, all right, cool. You're cool, dude. People like you.
Right.
Good song. The crazy part is that. What is it? I forgot the name. The company, the record label that does Kendrick Lamar. Dog, something dog.
TD, Top Dog Entertainment.
Top Dog Entertainment, yeah. Alright. The guy who runs that is angry about it, even though 2 of his musicians just went platinum because of it. He's mad about it and says that it doesn't count.
Okay, what?
Because he says sales mean everything. He's like, if you're not selling, if you're not making money and you're not selling and making money, then you're not really popular. That was his word about it. He's like, if people aren't willing to give you their money for what you're giving them, then he's like, it's not worth it.
I can see that point, but I mean, at the same time, are you really going to turn down somebody saying that your album's 12 times platinum just because half of that's by digital sales?
See, yeah, that's...
digital streaming?
For the musician, it works out. I see where the producer side is coming from and the musician side is coming from. Because musicians are like, yeah, I'm 42 times platinum, bitches. I'm amazing. But, then the money is not there. So, that's where I thought about it. I'm like, the money's not there even though you're super, super, super popular.
How is the money not there, though? Because aren't these streaming services supposedly paying into this, to the music industry? Isn't that how the streaming services are supposed to work? Wasn't that the whole point of giving it to the companies instead of letting, people free share?
I think that's what it is because, Taylor Swift doesn't do music for one company because she doesn't want to be part of them, so she lost out on, I think they said $2.3 million.
Fuck her, that's what they said.
Yeah, because she didn't want to work for them. So, I mean, I'm thinking, if you're a big star, big name, then, yeah, you probably get a big chunk of it. Because I think after a certain point, you start getting, stock options and all these other things. Mm-hmm. But I think if you're just, I got to look more into it, but if you're just, a small-time person who's popular, I don't think you're getting a big cut out of the streaming music industry. You're probably in the 0.1% of musicians getting something. Because if you think about it, if Taylor Swift's making $2.5 million, and she's pretty big, so, I mean, she's, the top pop musician. If she's only making $2.5 million, I feel like there'd be a bigger number,
Yeah, but then again, Taylor Swift is also not free-flooded amongst the mediums. I mean, she picks and chooses who has her music.
That is true, I guess.
So, I mean, if you don't want your music on
iTunes
or whatever, then, okay, you're now shutting out all the people who use iTunes as their source of music.
I feel like that would be career suicide for musicians to pull themselves from iTunes. Because I feel like iTunes is probably one of the largest mediums. And then probably Spotify after. Spotify's pretty big. And I know Google Music's getting big too. A lot of people are listening to that more.
Google Music is what I use. I like it. I think the only artist that I haven't been able to find on it is, I think Tool's not on it.
Oh yeah?
Really?
I mean, that's crazy. Tool's amazing. So I like Spotify. I'm really into Spotify. I tried all the other things and Spotify just got me.
Spotify's green?
Yeah, it's the green one.
Yeah.
And then it lets you know what your friends are listening to, so you're gay. When listening to that junk. My buddy listened to the entire Stitches album, and I saw him listening to it.
Stitches.
And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're helping Stitches go gold right now.
Damn right.
By listening to that damn album all fucking day.
Stitches is awesome.
Oh, man. But yeah, so I mean, that's pretty cool for music. There's good sides, downsides, upsides, left sides, right sides. Sideways. Streaming music is pretty much what it's going to be anyways from now on. I mean, CD stores are already starting to disappear. They're becoming vintage. Yeah, they're like Blockbuster.
And it's not even just that. I mean, streaming music is because people are starting to realize, when you buy music, when you buy downloadable content, you don't want it. And then it just starts cluttering up your fucking hard drive, and you can't throw it away now because you spent real money on this.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
It sucks.
Whereas you can listen to the Taylor Swift album 500 times streaming, And when you're done with it, just never stream that motherfucker again. It
Just-
goes away. Yeah.
Shh. You know what?
Derek's
Actually,
friends with Tay Tay.
you bring that up, illegally downloading music. I hate illegally downloading music. I think it's actually more of a pain in the ass to try and illegally download music than it is just to pay for the damn
Who the
streaming
fuck still
service.
does that?
That's what I don't know. Because, back in the day when I had... Back in the day when I had, like, LimeWire... You do?
Yeah, it's on my fucking phone.
I'm sorry, homie.
You download MP3s to your phone that way.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm thinking, like, people are downloading whole albums using, like, torrents and stuff.
Yeah.
That I don't think
Yeah.
is... I think that's stupid. Like, back... yeah.
Okay.
No.
Now I don't feel as bad.
No, back, I
just
put
downloading
music on my
fucking-
phone. Well, I have
look.
Spotify on my phone.
No, I thought if you were like, you're somewhere with your like old Windows XP and you have a fucking LimeWire on it.
LimeWire was
It's-
amazing.
Fucking bear share.
Okay, see, that makes sense, because those are, like, just apps, and you just download the music.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I did that up until I got Spotify. I got Spotify for free for a week. I fell in love with it. They offered me 3 months for 99 cents. I said okay. And then after those 3 months were over, I'm like, I can't live without Spotify.
They coke dealed you.
They got me. I'm hooked, man. I'm actually this close to paying for the upgraded account so we can have it on 2 things at once.
Oh, see, that's how they get you guys.
Yeah.
Like on with Google Play, like I can have it on like 5 different devices,
See,
but the updated plan, which is the $14.99 instead of the $7.99 that I'm on, is the one where you can share it with I think up to 5 people, like through their Google accounts.
Google accounts.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I mean, streaming music, everyone's gonna be happy because we get to continue streaming music and don't have to worry about buying albums, and musicians get to feel better about themselves because they're 42 times platinum. And everyone's happy. The rich are happy. We're happy because we're getting over on the rich in the honest way, because I can listen to like $1 million worth of fucking music in a week, and I've only spent $250. So
Yeah, but if you had to spend $1 million, would you listen to that $1 million worth of music?
None of it.
Exactly. So
None
it's
of it.
supply and demand.
I would literally just watch television all the time. Fuck music. Music isn't even better. But all right. So
Speaking of music, Super Bowl is this weekend.
it is this weekend. It's gonna be awesome. Not really. I'm not excited.
Some
about
people
it.
watch for the game, some people watch for the commercials, and some people watch for the halftime shows.
Which this year I feel like I'm gonna be the commercial guy. Because I believe that it's going to be a repeat of Super Bowl 48 and Peyton Manning's just going to get blown out of the water by a black guy.
I feel like it could be interesting to watch, though, because Denver's defense is a lot better.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people have been saying. The Denver defense is what's going to make it a game.
Denver's defense is what's going to make it a game.
It's going to be good. I'm going to be watching it while getting drunk and eating free pizza.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because I decided to work during the Super Bowl.
When is that?
It's next Sunday. I'm like, I'll work, and they're like, we're going to buy all the food. I'm like, I'll definitely work. Because I'm not cooking, I'm eating and yelling at the TV with old people.
Nice.
So,
Son of a bitch!
but this year, the commercials already seem like they're going to be funny. I feel like Seth Rogen and Amy Poehler. No, not Amy Poehler. Who's that bitch?
Schumer.
Like? Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer and Seth Rogen are going to do a commercial that's going to make people pee themselves. Because the Bud Light
thing.
yeah, the build-up has been so far is pretty funny. And I feel like the commercial at the Super Bowl that Bud Light, because Bud Light always goes big, they're going to do a really awesome Super Bowl commercial that's going to be incredible.
Uncredible?
Uncredible. Because it's not going to be real.
So who's the halftime lineup for this year?
The halftime lineup is, it's weird because there's several people who are going to be the halftime lineup.
Isn't it like Bruno Mars?
At first, I heard Coldplay, and I was like, cool. I like Coldplay. They can do something. I'll be
I
down
think
for
they're
it.
universally liked.
Yeah. And then I read Coldplay will be joined by Beyonce, and I'm like, ugh, I don't want that.
Don't say.
What the fuck is Beyonce going to do with Coldplay? That doesn't even make sense.
Take
to me.
over the stage.
Yeah, take over the stage.
They're gonna be her backup band.
Yeah, and that would annoy me so bad. I am more of a Coldplay fan than a Beyonce fan. I'm so little of a Beyonce fan that I'm not a Beyonce fan. So I was like, all right, whatever. Beyonce can ruin my halftime show. But then, just recently, I heard Bruno Mars will be there.
Nice.
Bruno Mars is awesome. I love Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars and Coldplay. That should be it right there.
That should be it. That should just end it. Because Bruno Mars is one of those musicians who can fit himself into whatever fucking music you're making.
Yeah.
He will fit in. It doesn't matter what it is.
It's just weird Beyonce.
Yeah, Beyonce's weird. I don't like Beyonce. It's just I don't see any transitions between Coldplay, Beyonce, Bruno Mars. I don't see any proper transitions.
Is that it? Is that all that's there?
Well, no, because it's confusing because I feel like there's so much more happening because it's the 50th Super Bowl and like I'm reading other things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So it's gonna be this whole spectacle.
it's gonna be a huge spectacle and like
George of the Jungle's gonna be there.
no,
King Kong.
no,
Michael Jackson hologram.
that'd be so amazing. That'd be incredible. Bruno Mars, Beyonce, fuck, there's someone else I read a little bit ago that was gonna join and I cannot remember who they were.
Tay-Tay.
Taylor Swift would make me so angry.
You love Taylor Swift and you know it.
Taylor Swift so angry. Is it
She's your
angry?
American Adele.
I love Tay Tay, okay? Me and Tay Tay are cool. I like Adele too. So Beyonce's gonna be there, like I said, and then Bruno Mars. There's got to be more. I know there was more. Jay-Z will probably be there.
Rolling Stones.
That would be cool. Katy Perry might be there.
Really?
Yeah, just because she has to show up or something.
Who else is gonna ride the tiger?
Everyone should just show up. Everybody should fucking show up. Springsteen might be there. No, Springsteen gave them advice. I honestly think everybody should just be there. Everyone should just show up.
Springsteen, I'm not gonna be there, but I'll give you advice.
Yeah, I don't want to do that again.
Don't fuck up.
Don't fuck up. Don't show your titties. Definitely do not drop the ball. That's bad. But, yeah, so I mean the halftime show will probably be more exciting. Like I said, I think Beyonce will suck. Horribly.
Last year's.
You can't say that on the internet.
I can. Jay-Z doesn't own much of the internet. He doesn't understand the internet, hence the reason he bought Tidal.
No, but you can't talk. There's certain people on the internet you just can't talk bad about. Beyonce is one of them.
When Beyonce shows up at my house.
She's not gonna show up at your house. Her fans will show up at your house.
That's cool. I love middle-aged moms. Because that's our fan base.
Hey, how do you make pickle bread? Dildo.
Why?
Because he's Derek.
I told that to my boss. And he was like, what?
So the Super Bowl is going to be awesome. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy getting drunk and eating. And then the halftime show. I liked last year's halftime show. Last year's was Katy Perry.
Yeah, Katy Perry when she was on the Big Tiger. Yeah.
What? Katy Perry was awesome. The year before that, though,
Oh, yeah,
with
with the
the
Sharks?
Chili Peppers.
Yeah, the Sharks were in last year's.
Yeah, she went
Yeah,
all
Left
out.
Shark.
She had a crazy thing.
Dank memes.
Dank memes. The Red Hot Chili Peppers sucked. I just want Bruno Mars to do a bunch of cocaine and slow sing. I want him to play the piano while Chris Martin sings.
Bruno Mars looks like a crack addict that just got her children back.
Did you say her children back?
Yeah. Because I seen the meme and it's like had a picture of Bruno Mars and it's like he looks like an ex-crack addict that just got her kids back. He's doing some face. I don't know.
He makes funny faces. Alright, so moving on to
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. I forgot.
Yeah.
I finally watched Forrest Gump. I
Forrest
said
Gump.
last week's episode I was going to watch Forrest Gump, and I literally waited till the last minute to watch Forrest Gump. So I watched Forrest Gump, and it was pretty funny and good and emotional, and it made me feel the feels, and I liked it. I really liked it.
How many feels did you feel?
near the end, I felt hard feels. Like,
How many?
oh my god, like, I felt 3 feels throughout the whole movie. The first feel came when Jenny was about to get abused by her father. And I was actually recording to put on the Tumblr the scene. And then once it turned into abuse, I was like, fuck, can't put this on the Tumblr. So I deleted it, right? Next scene I go to record was the dance. No, not the dance. It was when they were going to the school and they opened up the school hall. And you see a big banner that says nigger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Snapchatting. And as soon as I start Snapchatting, it goes to the banner that says nigger. And I'm like, well, do I want to put this on my Snapchat? So I circled it and wrote, oops. And I posted it on my Snapchat. And then I waited like 10 seconds and I was like, I'm going to take that off my Snapchat. So I took that off my Snapchat.
But you're going to leave it in the podcast.
Well, I'm going to leave it in the podcast because my mom watches my Snapchat. So
Your mom doesn't listen to
she does listen to that podcast too. But maybe I said it low enough for her not to catch it. It doesn't matter. But that part, and then what was it? The second part that made me feel the feels was when Forrest's mom died. That made me really sad. Yeah.
I caught the feels when his mom died and when he's talking to Jenny as a tombstone.
That's the third part.
Yeah.
That one hurt me. I was sitting like this with my phone. And I was sad. Jay had to make a joke because I was just sitting there like. I was trying not to show emotion. And I was crying. I wanted not to cry. I'm like, this is making me cry right now because he's like, he's a really, really smart boy, and I'm like, he's a smart boy. He's such a smart kid. Doesn't make good acting choices, but he's such a smart kid. Oh man, so the movie made me my feels. And then, like, it was cool for being a movie made in the 90s, for the amount of work they did on the photoshopping, editing shit. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, Tom Hanks, there was one scene where Tom Hanks was standing there, and he looked like he didn't belong whatsoever, and you could tell he didn't belong, but it was
when he was looking over,
the president?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was just standing in the background looking around, I was like, alright, that's cool. But the movie was awesome. Like, the movie to me felt like, it was like, I don't know how to explain it, because the way it came off to me was like, this guy was literally just like, okay. And he never physically received any money to himself. Like, the whole movie, you never saw anyone say, hey, Forrest, here's this for doing this. But he did such remarkable things. You know, his life just took care of itself. That's what happened.
Exactly.
He had his own house.
Yeah, he was like, I'm just going to keep doing things, and things just seem to fucking work out.
He's the yes man.
He's like yes man, but not to that extreme, because you should never say yes to homeless people. Well, he did say yes to homeless people.
To not be completely insensitive, and this is just a cynic in me, is I feel like the point of the movie ends up being that you have to be of a special ed IQ level to think that you can just go through life and shit's gonna work out for you.
That's the only way it'll work, though. It works. That's probably why they're always so happy, because it's just so simplistic to them. You know, it's just like this. Do this. And he took orders really well. He was like, this guy told me to do this, so I'm going to do this.
And he built the M16 in like 4 seconds.
Yeah, he was awesome. Honestly, I wish I could have hung out with Forrest Gump if he was real. And Bubba was my favorite.
Yeah.
Bubba was my favorite thing in the entire movie. Even when he was dying, he was still awesome.
Yeah. Bubba Gump Shrimp.
Yeah, that movie was good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It made me feel feels, and I enjoyed it. I'm glad I watched it. I don't think I'll ever watch it.
It's off your bucket list.
It's off my bucket list. But in the process of trying to watch it, I was arguing with Derek, and I realized he never saw What's Eating Gilbert Grape. And I was like, well, if I had to watch Tom Hanks be slow, then you got to watch Leonardo DiCaprio be slow.
That's DiCaprio and Depp in the same movie. That's like...
That's amazing. A double whammy.
Yeah, it's like in the beginning of their careers, too. They were young. Yeah. And like Leo went full retard.
It's like a vintage movie.
Yeah. No, it's not a vintage movie. It was 90s, right?
I know.
Yeah.
No, I mean, because they're
they're
like
old.
two famous actors and shit.
They're two.
Yeah,
famous
you probably
actors.
couldn't. I don't think you can probably get them two in another movie.
Never.
Not these days.
No, they're too big.
I
That
don't
movie
think
would
there's a
be
budget
the most
for that movie.
expensive
Yeah.
movie ever. No, Avatar doesn't have the budget for that.
I mean, they pulled it off with Clooney and Brad Pitt in Ocean's series, but I mean,
honestly, where was Brad Pitt's career at that time, though?
he was doing okay. I mean, that was around the time of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Yeah.
And now he's doing shit like fucking World War Z.
World War Z was pretty cool.
I know.
George Clooney is pretty cool. He's a douchebag, and I love him. I want to see that new movie with him, Hail the Caesar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one looks
Channing
good.
Tatum and
Yeah,
stuff?
Channing Tatum's awesome. So, since I had to watch Forrest Gump, I want Derek to have to watch What's Eating Gilbert Grape, because that movie's emotional and sad, too.
Okay, I'll watch
And
it.
it's got a slow person in it.
I'll watch it.
I like that.
Before
That's
it
one of the
makes
reasons why he has to watch
Because
it.
of the slow person. I mean, then the next
Good
movie would be
reason.
like Jack.
What the fuck is Jack?
You've never seen Jack?
I think.
Have you seen
Describe
Jack
it.
with Robin Williams?
Yeah.
Where he's a kid, but he's a grown-ass man, and he thinks he's a child? Like, that right there is
That
the
movie
movie.
was awesome.
That's
With
the movie.
Bill Cosby was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robin Williams pretending to be a child is like the whole plot of the movie.
Isn't that one where he farts in the can?
Yeah. He thought he was a 7-year-old boy.
Is it about a slow person too?
A 42-year-old man thinking he's a 7-year-old boy is pretty slow.
Ow.
Oh, man. I'm sorry, I'm getting too far into the slowness. Alright, so yeah, you gotta watch What's Eating Gilbert Grape before the next show.
Or, yeah.
Because I love that movie.
And can I do my review?
Yeah, you can do your review.
We had reviews today.
Reviews today.
Reviews today. Podcast.
So, we've done that. Now on to a new segment that we're starting.
Yeah. So we're gonna start a new segment where we're gonna all contribute to short stories. Then we're basically gonna call it One Time When I Was High. So you already know what these stories are about. They're mostly gonna be funny. Some of them will be pretty crazy, but we're not gonna use any names or anything. It's just
We can change their
little
names.
short stories.
I
Yeah.
can't wait
John.
for my story. I'm going to use all the Keishas.
So I'm gonna start off, and we're gonna rotate every week. So this week with mine, this one time I was high with a couple of friends. We were hanging out at my house, and of course everybody's staying the night because we're responsible. And one of my friends keeps we're searching for munchies. You know, we've already smoked at this point. We're searching for munchies throughout the house. And one of my friends keeps telling me, he's like, yo, why don't we make the French toast sticks? And I keep brushing it off because I'm like, I don't want to go to the store. The whole point of everybody staying at my house is that we don't have to go anywhere. And he keeps talking about these French toast sticks. He keeps going on and on and on about it to the point where I'm like, what French toast sticks? I don't have any French toast sticks in my house. He goes and he pulls this like Ziploc bag out of the refrigerator, and I shit you not, it's a bag full of fucking fish sticks.
Hey, you thought they were French toast?
Once he pulled them out, it just pissed me off even more because it was like, if you found French toast sticks in my refrigerator, I appreciate you trying to tell me immediately.
But then he
But
pulled out
instead,
fish sticks.
you brought out something that I can't even pretend is French toast sticks at this point.
You cover them with syrup.
Yeah, I mean, if you would have brought me a bunch of fucking broken up waffles, okay, I can still do something with that.
It's like math.
Did you eat the fish sticks?
Oh no, I didn't eat the fish sticks. Who the fuck wants fish sticks after been being told about French toast all day?
Gay
Did you-
fish. Kanye West.
You're a hobbit, bitch. Oh shit. I love the Hobbit episode.
Fuck it, that's my story. I can't even go on after that.
Yes. Did you go get French toast sticks?
We did go to Denny's the next morning.
I love Denny's.
Denny's is just. Denny's is when you just don't want to cook breakfast.
The only reason I go eat breakfast at places is so I can drink a copious amount of coffee and not worry about like anything.
Because it's not your
Like,
coffee.
you spend $2.50 and you get like endless cups of coffee.
Yeah. I mean, that's the. Like, it's just if you don't want to break breakfast at home. Because, I mean, you could go get a breakfast sandwich from McDonald's, but then you can't sit down and have coffee.
Exactly. McDonald's.
And to be honest, the bill is damn near the same anyways.
Pretty much. Does the McDonald's do refill on coffee? They don't, right?
No.
See? Fuck that, McDonald's. You should do refills on coffee.
You can't go to McDonald's and tell them how you want your eggs.
I would like my eggs over well. I put them in circle, they cook. I would like them over light. I put them in circle, they cook. Can I have my eggs in a circle cooked? No, the circle's broken. I've been using square.
I want bacon and pancakes and
I-
French toast.
Bacon from McDonald's? No, I don't eat bacon from fast food places.
No.
I don't trust it. Like, okay, I'll eat the Baconator from Wendy's because everything at Wendy's tastes good and fresh. I like Wendy's. I worked at Wendy's. I know how the food's cooked at Wendy's and I'm okay with it.
That's why the old people go to Wendy's. People don't seem to understand, like, you gotta follow the old people.
Old people know the best
Yeah.
fucking... Bob Evans,
Bob Evans
is the
exactly.
shit. Cracker Barrel.
Cracker
Yeah.
Barrel is so good. I went there for the first time like a week ago.
Everywhere
It's
that
so
old people
damn
go
good.
tastes fucking good because they know it tastes good. They've been around forever.
Yeah.
And they know it's
bodies
full of flavor.
Yeah. They know what shit used to, like, it's supposed to taste like.
Yeah.
Whereas we've been eating the same bullshit our whole lives.
Yeah. Old people, man, they're good.
Marie Callender's restaurants. They don't have them here in Florida.
I've never been on one.
What's
They
that?
have them in Texas. They have them in California. They're so
Marie
amazing.
Callender's, you know, the green frozen dinners? And the green one with the old lady on them?
Yeah.
They have real restaurants.
And their pies are amazing.
like
And they do
Perkins?
buy one, get one pies on Fridays.
I've never been. To,
I don't like Perkins at all.
I haven't been to a Perkins in a very long time.
Honestly, if I had to pick, IHOP would beat everybody
Yeah.
because I love IHOP.
I love their steak omelets.
Yeah.
IHOP is definitely number one.
If I'm drunk, Denny's is amazing.
Yeah.
Because if I'm drunk, I get this skillet thing where they mix everything together
Mm-hmm.
and I just fucking eat that bowl of food. Which one do you want? Sausage, bacon? I might just put everything in a bowl and let me eat it.
All the ingredients.
That's all I
just
care
give me
about.
it.
It doesn't even have to be breakfast stuff. If you got some shit left over from lunch, throw it in there too. I'll eat it. Just put it in a bowl. I'm drunk. But if I want to eat and enjoy my breakfast, I'll go to like a regular diner.
Yeah.
But IHOP will be the choice.
I like some of the local diners that we have around here.
I love local. I went to Madison for the first time the other day.
Madison is good.
Hated it. I had that at lunch.
No, you gotta go for breakfast.
Yeah, no, I had a cheesesteak sandwich.
No,
It's
no.
gross.
No.
It was so soggy, and I was down.
No.
Then Isaiah, my buddy Isaiah got cheese fries, and they just put I hate when you put a slice of American cheese on top of French fries.
Yeah.
Don't offer cheese fries if you don't have cheese sauce. If you are not going to give me cheese sauce or shredded cheese,
Yeah.
do not offer me cheese fries. If I say, can I get an order of cheese fries? Sure, but I'm going to put a piece of American cheese on your fries. Is that cool with you? And I'll say no. I'll say, I'm good, thank you, I don't want the cheese fries. But now you brought me out a plate of burnt American cheese on it. Because you're always going to burn it. It always burns. Gets under that heat lamp, and in 2 seconds, it's burnt. And the corners are black, and I'm pissed. and I'm returning my fries, and you're making me fresh ones. So don't even waste your time. Don't give me cheese fries with American cheese slice.
I went to this place called Christina's on Main Street.
That place is fucking awesome.
I know, I love it.
Oh,
I got
yeah.
breakfast there. I got biscuits and gravy, and it was great.
They have a Parmesan burger.
What?
And it's mozzarella with pizza sauce on top of a burger. And there's pepperonis on the bitch. Alright, so moving on to Mind Trips.
Mind trips.
Mind Trips, Mind Trips, Mind Trips, Mind Trips.
Mind trips.
Mind Trips.
Theme song. I don't know why I always incorporate a theme song. Why?
Because you like theme songs. Theme songs are cool. You know what? You looked at me just now and you look like one of those superheroes from the 50s who had their hair pointed down like this.
Really?
Look at him. He looks like a superhero. He's got a broad face with the hair pointing.
I'm trying to pose.
You don't see it. Okay, he's zoned out. He's gone. We lost him. Alright, Mind Trips, go.
Mind trips. Today on Mind Trips. I was loud. Anyway, today on Mind Trips, we're going to be discussing what superhero you would want as your parent. And
Now we're talking mom, like we can do a mom and dad duo, or are we just doing like single superhero father?
you can do the mom and dad thing if you want, if it like works.
Well, mine's not gonna work. I'm just gonna do a single father.
Oh,
I was wondering.
I think I'd pick. I'm like, no, I'm not. Wolverine,
Wolverine.
because
Whoa.
he's cool as shit. He can survive a nuclear bomb, dude.
But you can't.
He can protect me, like that Asian dude in that one movie.
Now, if you're Wolverine's son,
Mm-hmm.
say you're his biological child,
Yeah.
do you have Wolverine powers? Like,
Yeah.
So you can live forever too.
Yeah.
Or age slowly. That's what he does, right? He ages very slowly because
Mhm.
he would still be a child if he
Yeah. He
lived
was
forever.
around. He was around like the Civil War.
So you slowly age with your father for centuries and centuries. That'd be cool. Until that one day he goes to give you a hug.
He's dead.
And he stabs you with his claws.
But I have the claws too.
So you stab him back.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how to control them, so you have to live forever knowing
No,
that you killed
I'll
your
have-
father.
Because he was born with just the bones.
Yeah, so you have the bone one. So
Yeah,
that'll
so I'll be
him up
fucked,
more.
dude. It
Like-
doesn't like go into his genetics and shit. And his,
No, you won't have the cool. Yeah, you'll just have the little bony
he'll
ones.
slice me up, dude. I'll be fucked.
Yeah, he goes to slap you because you did bad.
I'm so screwed.
He's so screwed. But on the plus side, your dad can regenerate himself and take a bunch of bullets for you, so you can piss off everybody.
Hey, bitch.
Yeah, hey, bitch, you want to fight? Here's my dad.
My dad can totally kick your dad's ass.
Except when your dad's off fighting with the X-Men and leaves you home alone to get your ass whooped by the
But then I can just stab him.
But you got wood, man. What if he's
No,
not?
they're not wood. They're bones.
It was bone.
Yeah. What do you think was coming out of his fucking hands?
Wood.
Why would wood be coming out of his
I
hands?
don't know. It looked like wood.
Because George Washington.
Yeah. Wolverine would be a cool dad, except for the abandonment issues.
Yeah. Like, Dad, take me with you. I'm a mutant too, man.
You don't understand, son. I've already lost Gene. I can't lose you too.
Okay.
Isn't that the same line that dads who actually care?
This is my movie.
It's like when they say that not make themselves sound shitty, but you're really doing the same thing. You're
Exactly.
still walking away and never coming back.
That line at Walmart ain't no joke.
Walmart's busy. Alright, so.
The traffic ain't no joke.
I thought you were looking at memes. Your turn, Jay.
Alright, so I guess my superhero parent. Although I feel like I'm limited.
Because of the.
But I guess out of the selection that I have, Storm as my mom would work out.
Storm as your mom? That would be cool.
Yeah. I think that
Storm and Cable. No. Whenever you didn't want to, you could never get out of school for a blizzard. Mom, I can't go to school. There's a blizzard. Psh, not anymore. Get your ass to school.
Yeah, I don't know what the benefit of that is. I just...
If you want to make it snow, hey mom.
Hey, Mom.
I never want.
But then,
fuck snow.
what if you?
There's nobody in Florida who should want snow, because that's never gonna fucking happen. Well, I don't know.
A storm's your
Al
mom.
Gore.
Oh, Al Gore, the solar power. No,
Man Bear Pig.
Man Bear Pig.
What if your power is like, because your mom is?
So what if you got storm's power?
You just have a shittier power. Like I have the bone claws.
So you could probably like kiddie pool swirl around.
Doesn't get lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Just that he doesn't control the weather.
Just lightning bolts out of random places. Like you're just walking around fucking lightning bolting people.
Like, I don't want to be a kid again. I'm a 33-year-old and storm with my mom. She's old enough.
Hey Mom, the hurricane, was that you? Yeah, I fell asleep watching TV.
I had a cold.
Oh man, because like, see, when you said this, I was imagining myself being a child. I wasn't even thinking of me being a grown man now. I'm like, okay.
That's what I was thinking.
My mom would be retired.
You don't retire from the X-Men. You die.
You die, yeah, you die. You never get to retire. You just live there until you die. No bills. I would love to be an X-Men. Alright.
40 years old in a dorm room.
Professor Xavier is still giving you a bedtime.
Go to bed.
Oh man.
What are you doing in the kitchen?
You can't get away with anything.
And he can be like in your mind and shit. So you can never
Make
be awake.
That would suck to live inside of that place and like if Xavier was lazy, he's like goes into your mind and makes you make him a ham sandwich and bring it to his room.
Good, now go to bed.
It's like you're in the kitchen, you're like, what the fuck am I doing?
Fucking sleepwalking. You have no control over it.
Everyone has sleepwalking issues at that place.
Yeah,
But they don't know it.
he just won't go fucking mind controlling fucking people. That's hilarious.
Wake up more tired than you were when you went to sleep.
Why am I covered in mud? Feel like I just ran a triathlon. I don't have my legs. Alright, is it my turn?
I believe so.
Alright, cool. So, like, everyone's been doing the X-Men thing. I don't know if I can do the X-Men thing, because I think, like, I would want, like... Man, now I'm thinking really hard, because I'm... Not Deadpool. I thought about Deadpool for a second, but I just feel like that would be abandonment issues. Like, I wouldn't know where my father was ever. So randomly when he needed something. Because he's Deadpool. Like, Deadpool just seems like that dad who only talks to you when he needs something. It's not any place to hide out. People are trying to kill me. Oops, I'm sorry, I blew up your house. What, that's your wife? Oh, I banged her. I'm Deadpool. Huh? I feel like that would be Deadpool's the dad.
That's fucked up.
I think if I had to pick a dad, it would be Hawkeye.
Why?
Because he's...
Explain yourself, sir.
Have you seen Avengers Age of Ultron? He had a secret family with like 2 kids and one on the way, a nice house, and a wife. You know that if you're that guy's kid, you had a stable childhood with a side of craziness, you know? Like, your dad is so with it that he's able to juggle working with a giant green mutant and then having a farmhouse chilling, okay? No one else in the Avengers has it locked down like Hawkeye.
No one else in the Avengers has a farmhouse.
No. Black Widow's constantly doing assassin shit. David Banner is like, I'm the fucking Hulk. I can never really have a true relationship. Captain America will outlive every person he ever bangs. Iron Man's a cocky douchebag. Hawkeye's the only one who has it together. He goes to work. This isn't his life. The Avengers isn't his life like everyone else. He
It's
works.
just his job.
That's his job. He goes to work 9 to 5, comes home to his farmhouse, and lives with his family. So you would never have to worry about, like, Dad's never coming back because he's ran to Brazil to run out right from the government because, you know, he's a giant green monster. No. Dad's going to go save the world, be gone for like a week in Istanbul, and then come back home.
He's a part-time superhero. He's making he'd make him like $11 an hour and shit.
Yeah, dude. Like, Hawkeye's living a normal life. He's not doing anything crazy.
He gets dressed to go be a superhero.
Yeah.
He doesn't constantly wear his fucking uniform. Like, the Hulk is just in his fucking shorts and shit. He doesn't need to get dressed. He doesn't need to get ready to go to his job as a superhero. Hawkeye does.
Hawkeye does. Hawkeye's awesome. So I feel like Hawkeye would be a stable father.
He's in his pajamas.
And I'd be excited, you know? I'd be cool with it.
Yeah, but what if you're just his other family?
Well, then I'll be hurt. Like, I shouldn't be his other family. I mean, he should just be my dad.
That's my dad, bitch.
This is my dad, bitch. Alright? Fuck you guys.
I'm going home.
Jeremy Renner. But yeah, so that's my choice. I have daddy issues, I think. I have father problems.
Feel free to share your decisions, I guess. Because, I mean, it's not something that you can take lightly. It's not as simple as answering a question.
No, it goes deeper than that.
On one of our massive social mediums.
Mediums.
Like large.
On one of our social larges.
I'm a 2XL. Sometimes.
So if any of you want to buy Derek a t-shirt, he's a 2XL. So there you go. So yeah, that was Mind Trips. That was pretty good. I like that Mind Trips. Mind Trips are getting cooler and cooler every year, every week.
Every year.
Every year we get together and we make an episode.
How far in the future have you traveled?
Oh man.
How long are we doing this? How many years?
We've done this for about 12 years.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Do we get any bigger?
Oh no, God no. We get a second microphone. And one episode Pauly Shore showed up.
Well, that's
big.
That's, yeah. I mean, if you think about that, that's double the amount of microphones, and hell, put a number on it. 10 million times the amount of guests.
Oh, it's so true. Alright, so this has been us from the smoking table. Do we have more?
No, that's it.
Okay, cool. I'm Dre.
I'm Jay.
I'm Derek the Jedi.
And this show is fucking over.
It's over.
It's over, mofo.
Stay
mofo.
high. Waka waka.